All right, so when you think of glue, what comes to mind? Probably that little bottle you have tucked away for a quick fix, right? But what if I told you that humble stuff is actually a high-tech marvel? I mean, it's holding together, well, everything, from your furniture to the electric car of the future. So yeah, let's dive in and uncover the surprisingly complex and innovative world of adhesives. For millions of people in India, this phrase right here is way more than just an ad slogan. It's a cultural icon. It means Fevicol's strong bond, and it perfectly nails this idea of unbreakable trust, of reliability. We're starting here because this simple promise is the foundation of a massive business empire, and it's our perfect entry point into the whole world of sticking things together. So here's where we're headed. First, we're going to look at how one brand built this incredible, unbeatable bond with its customers. Then we'll jump to today and see how adhesives are solving some of the biggest engineering challenges out there. After that, we'll peek into the future with materials that can literally heal themselves. And finally, we'll tie it all together. Okay, so let's get into it. Our story starts with a brand that basically became a synonym for glue itself. And this isn't just about a product, it's a total masterclass in how to build trust and a business that's pretty much impossible to compete with. So you have to picture this. Back in 1959, carpenters in India were using these old-school animal-based glues. Just imagine the hassle, boiling this messy, smelly stuff with absolutely no guarantee of quality. Then, along comes Fevicol. It's a simple, ready-to-use synthetic adhesive. It was a total revolution in a little white and blue bottle. It saved time, it was way cleaner, and the bond, it was just so much better. This right here is the secret sauce. The company behind Fevicol, Pedalite, had this genius realization. Sure, homeowners buy the furniture, but it's the carpenters who are actually buying and trusting the glue. So instead of trying to market to everybody, they went straight to the professional, the person whose entire reputation depends on the quality of their work. And the result of that laser focus? A mind-blowing 70% market share in India's branded adhesives market. You guys, this isn't just being number one. This is absolute dominance, built over decades, that has left huge global competitors just scratching their heads. This kind of dominance is a perfect example of what people in business call an economic moat. Think of it like an invisible wall protecting a company from attack. And Fevicol's moat, well, it's one of the widest and deepest you'll ever find. So the big question is, how on earth did they build it? They did it with this brilliant 4-step playbook. It started with a genuinely innovative product. Then came that intense focus on the carpenter. Next, they tapped into a crucial piece of human psychology. And finally, they wrapped it all up in branding so iconic, it literally became part of the language. See, they didn't just sell glue to carpenters. They built a whole world for them. They gave them design guides, held training workshops, and even started a loyalty program called the Fevicol Champions Club. But here is the absolute killer insight. The glue is only about 1 to 2% of a project's cost, but it's holding the other 98% together. So why would a carpenter ever risk their entire reputation just to save a few pennies on a cheaper glue? The answer is they won't. That's the moat. Fevicol absolutely mastered the world of wood, but the world of engineering has gotten, well, a lot more complicated. The challenges today are way different. What happens when the old rules of joining things together just don't apply anymore? Okay, let's shift gears. We're moving from the carpenter's workshop into the modern automotive factory. This is where adhesives aren't just a nice-to-have, they're a critical piece of technology, especially when it comes to electric vehicles. And here's the big reason why. The EU is targeting a 55% cut in CO2 emissions from cars by 2030. That's a huge number, and a major part of hitting that target is making cars, particularly heavy EVs, as light as humanly possible. Lighter cars are just more efficient and can go farther on a single charge. And this slide really nails the new problem. Old cars were pretty simple. Steel, joined together by welding. Easy enough. But to make EVs lighter, car makers are using this whole cocktail of advanced materials. Aluminum, carbon fiber, plastics, you name it. And here's the kicker. You can't weld aluminum to carbon fiber. The old ways of doing things are basically useless. This brings us to a super important engineering term, the nodal structural joint. I want you to think of these as the critical intersections in a car's skeleton, especially in an EV frame that has to support a really heavy battery pack. This is where all those different materials meet, and that connection has to be incredibly strong and rigid. So, how do you solve this puzzle? Just like this. Look at the image on the left. You see that pre-built hollow joint? Now look at the one on the right. All that yellow stuff? That's a high-tech structural adhesive that's been injected into the empty space. It fills every single nook and cranny, creating a bond that's way stronger and stiffer than any bolt or rivet could ever be. The advantages here are just huge. This technique makes the whole car frame stiffer, it gets rid of weak points, and it lets engineers use thinner, lighter materials. It's basically the key that unlocks this multi-material design for cars. And the best part? The whole thing can be done by robots on the assembly line. All right, we've seen the past and the present. Now let's take a look at the future. And if you thought injecting glue into a car chassis was cool, get ready for something straight out of science fiction. Yup, we are talking about self-healing adhesives. Imagine a material that has its own repair system built in at the molecular level. So when a tiny crack forms, the adhesive can automatically sense it and fix the damage, which means the product could last dramatically longer. And the potential impact here is enormous. This isn't just some niche idea. For aerospace, it means less time for planes on the ground for maintenance. For cars, parts that last longer. For your phone, maybe it becomes a lot more durable. And in healthcare, think about medical implants that are more reliable and last for years longer. It's a game changer across the board. And this isn't just theory in a lab somewhere. The biggest names in material science, companies you know like 3M, Dow, and Henkel, are all pouring money into making this tech a reality. The race to create the next generation of smart materials is officially on. So let's bring this all home. We've gone from a carpenter's workshop in India all the way to the absolute cutting edge of material science. There's this hidden revolution happening all around us. And you know what? It's being held together by glue. This timeline really puts it all into perspective, doesn't it? Back in the 1950s, the big challenge was just simple reliability. Today, in the 2020s, adhesives are a core technology making the green transition in transportation possible. And looking ahead to the 2030s, they're going to be making our world more sustainable with these self-healing powers. So it all comes full circle. We started with Fevicol's economic moat, that fortress built on brand loyalty and just getting your customer. The moat of the future, the thing that will give companies a competitive edge, is going to be a technological one. It's going to be built right into the molecules of the stuff they create. And that leaves us with one final thought. We've seen how something as simple as glue is actually driving massive innovation across decades and industries. It really makes you wonder, right? What other seemingly mundane things are all around us, hiding a world of genius that we've just never even thought to look for?